This is the video lesson for the assignment 1.07 idea development. As always, you begin by going to modules over on the left hand side of the screen. This screen opens up, you scroll down, and you're going to find 107 idea development right here. Click on that, and remember, you have to do all of the reading. That is essential. You absolutely cannot skip it. I know you're probably going to get tired of hearing me say it, but I cannot say it enough because so many people skip it and it's really, really important. So this is page 1 of 6. There are 6 pages in this assignment. Make sure that you read them all. Begin here. This little part has 4 pages, so you will need to go through all of those and read them all. Here on page 2, it talks about thesis and topics and idea development, which of course is what this lesson is about. Down at the very bottom, it has this part where it says read more about Venn diagrams. This is important because the assignment is about doing a Venn diagram. So you are going to need to make sure that you read this so that you can know how to do this properly. So don't skip any of the pages, especially not page 2. After you read page 1, 2, and 3, you're going to come to page 4 where you're actually going to listen to an audio sample from War of the Worlds by Orson Welles. You've probably heard about this before where he broadcast it. This was before TV, and people who tuned in the middle of it didn't realize that it was a dramatic presentation because he presented it as a news report, and people thought that we were really being attacked by aliens, and it like freaked the United States out. So it's really very famous, and so this is going to give you an excerpt from the radio broadcast, and you need to make sure that you listen to that. If you have any trouble listening to it, there's also a text version here that you can read along with. And then you're going to read a chapter from War of the Worlds right here. Make sure you click on that and do as it says, and then you're going to log your notes in the Venn diagram provided right here. So you click on that and it's going to open up. And you're going to have the novel and the radio broadcast. It doesn't actually, it says copy and paste this diagram into a document. So you will copy it into a Word document. Okay, scratch that, because I just tried to copy and paste this into a Word document and that did not work. So you're not going to be able to do that unless you work with a different program that will allow you to, but Word is not allowing it to happen. So you're probably going to have to create your own in a Word document, which I'm going to show you how to do that. This is what happened when I tried to copy and paste. Okay, you can use tools to create circles and overlap them and write in them if you want to. I think that that's a little bit difficult to do, so what I'm actually going to recommend that you do is just create lists. So you'll do novel, and you'll do similarities, and then you'll do radio, like that, and then underneath them you'll create a list, like what's different about the novel, which I don't know right off the top of my head, so you would put you know, first person or whatever it is, and then I'm not sure if it's first person, and then under radio I know that it's a news broadcast, which the book is not. News broadcast. Okay, and then underneath similarities you'll put how they're similar. Oh, I didn't spell that right. Whoops. And you can do it this way instead of the overlapping circles. This is exactly what you would put into the circles, so you don't necessarily need to use the circles. It is a nice visual, but it may be too complicated for online. Like in a classroom, obviously it'd be a lot easier because you could just draw the circles and write in them. But anyway, something like this would be just fine if the circles don't work out. And of course you can also do this straight into the text box if you need to, if you don't have the ability to write into a word processor. Okay, and then when you get to the last page, don't skip page 5, even though I didn't go over it, you're going to come to this. It's important that you read all of this. This here talks about the reading novel assignment, which I am going to do a video about that as well, but take a look at it. Remember that what you're turning in is that Venn diagram or a list that covers the same stuff as the Venn diagram. This is between the radio broadcast that you listen to, which is like 2.5 minutes long, and the chapter from War of the Worlds that you're supposed to read. Don't skip that. And then you need to go to the Dropbox and turn it in, and hopefully by now you know how to get there. You can either attach the document that you created or write straight in the text box. As always, if you have questions, please contact me, and do a great job. Thank you.